Hey guys, welcome back to some more Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. We're headed off to the SSN. Last time, I did a lot of rambling about a lot of things. But towards the end, I was talking about like requests and recommendations about things that I could or couldn't do on Trail of Team Rocket. Have fun with that. I'm gonna go ahead and beat them all as a 10-year-old, and you're gonna fail as an old man. Cool. Anyway. Yeah, like, I always take recommendations and requests from people and take them into consideration. I don't always pull through and do all of them, because in the end, I don't think I'd want to do it. And I do have the final say-so in anything that I do content creation-wise, because it is me doing, like, the work. I am doing the recording, the editing, the uploading, like, everything. It's all me. I don't have a helper. So it is all on me to do the workload, but the brainstorm and the ideas, I could say something that you guys agree with and then try to put it into motion. You guys can recommend something, but it doesn't always work out that way. There was like the example of Five Nights at Freddy's. I was like, ooh, I forgot TM Brick Break was here. I'm glad I came in this room. Like Five Nights at Freddy's, for example, I was like, the only way I will do Five Nights at Freddy's is if on stream someone pays me the money to buy Five Nights at Freddy's, specifically to buy Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, hey, here's the $5 or whatever it costs at the time. And then it turned out to be on sale for $2.50, and they're like, well, here's the full $5 anyway. $2.50 as a tip, $2.50 for the game. Now, play this. I made the stream fun, I'd like to say, because I was kind of talking trash about the game the whole time. Like, I love the story element. Like, I like the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's. I like what it's supposed to be at its core. But as far as gameplay, it's boring to me. Like, just sitting down and clicking things and checking, and it just being a random number generator, it may or may not let you get all, like, there's no reason why on the second night I can live until 5 a.m. doing nothing. I didn't turn on the lights, I didn't seal the doors, I didn't check the monitors, nothing. 5 a.m. I literally could have turned all the lights on and closed all the doors and never touched the monitor and survived till 6 a.m. just because I had enough battery left. That kind of game is just boring to me. And obviously it has a following because there's freaking 5 games now or something at least, plus fan games. Like, I get it. Like, people have different interests, and that goes back to what I was saying about wait, was it you insolent pup? How dare you barge in? You calling me a pup? You calling me a pup? I ain't a pup. That would have been funny if he just sent out a growl at first, but whatever. Anyway, and that goes back to what I was saying in the last episode. Like, some people will come to me and watch me for one thing and one thing alone and not even touch the other content because that's not what they're there for. Or not what they're here for, rather. But the same goes for playing games, not just watching LPs of games. Like, some people may like one game and not like another. Like, I'll sit here and ramble off games I like. Most of them will be Nintendo. But I also like Kingdom Hearts. I really want to get into Final Fantasy because I've been interested in Final Fantasy ever since I started playing Kingdom Hearts, but I never had any of the games. Now I've got like 3 or 4 of them, technically, because I got Final Fantasy on the NES Classic that Nintendo sent me. Again, thank you all for helping me get into an alliance with Nintendo, basically. Wouldn't have that without you guys. I have Final Fantasy VII on Steam, which I started playing. That goes back into what I was saying again. Like, I was playing the game for fun. I don't have time to do that. If I want to be a content creator that uploads daily, I can't do things just for fun. I have to do things like I have fun when I'm creating, for sure. I definitely have fun doing what I'm doing, otherwise I wouldn't do it. I'd be doing something else. But this is a bad matchup. But like, it all comes down to time. If there were more hours in the day, there's so much more I'd like to do. I just don't. And going back to what I was saying last time, on the last episode about like reviews or like little one-off rants about theories or topics or something or another, like I could potentially like do Let's Playing and build my channel over the course of the year and have Let's Playing be a sustainable thing, record in bulk, backlog, and literally I could hire an editor to do all the like time-consuming stuff, because editing and uploading, oh, that is time-consuming and a half. The recording part is the easy part. Like I said this in like the first couple episodes, you literally just sit down, start recording. You may sit there and talk for the entire thing. Whatever you do, the actual recording part is the easiest part. I can get rid of Mega Kick now, actually. Thrash is decent enough. I like the power and I like the accuracy. Yeah, sure, it confuses afterwards, but it's fine. But yeah, like for all I know, I might do Let's Plays like for the rest of the year and all of a sudden blow up, and then I can hand some of the workload to someone else, make it easier, pay them to do so, compensate them for something, and then I can open a whole new channel called Blah Blah Reviews and literally do reviews of whatever. Like, and I could do that maybe once a week. Rather than post something daily on multiple channels, I could just have something else that I have an interest in, that other people have an interest in, and that's just more stuff. And again, I've said before, not everybody watches everything, but there might be people that are like, all right, he's uploading freaking, let's say something hypothetical like in the middle of the summer. Let's say, oh, he's doing Mario Kart 8, Splatoon, he's still doing Zelda from launch, he's doing Pokemon and Kingdom Hearts consistently, he's doing like 5-6 games at once. I don't want to watch all that. I'll watch like Pokemon and Zelda. Alright, I don't care so much for Splatoon and Mario Kart. Just an example. I love all the games, clearly, because I'm going to be doing them. But then some people might go like, alright, I'll watch this one game, and oh, he's doing reviews now? Once a week? Well, that's easy. I can spare 20 minutes a week to watch a review as well. I mean, it all comes down to time and workload and finances, making sure that I'm covered, whoever I've hired, hypothetically, is covered. Like, money makes the world go around, ladies and gents. When you have more money, you can do more things. When you don't have money, it's a struggle, it's a hustle, it's a grind. We's in the grind phase right now. We are in the grind phase in life. So multiple times I've said it, like every like and comment, like I appreciate everything you guys do for me. We're helping each other in a sense. Sure, you guys are helping me way more than I'm helping you, or at least that's how I immediately think about it. But people have turned around and said like some ridiculous things that, well, I don't want to say ridiculous because it may be taken the wrong way. When I say ridiculous, I mean like over the top, in my opinion. Like I would have never expected this. But I've had people come up to me either in messages or in person, very less often in person. It's only happened like once in person. But like via messages or something private, someone has either emailed or messaged me something. By the way, I do not check my email for that kind of stuff anymore. I only check it for business purposes. I ignore it otherwise because it's my business email. I have to focus on the business side of things. But if you like message me on my Discord server or on Twitter, I try to get back as often as I can. People have told me that I've changed their lives. Changed their lives. Like, people have told me that I've either got them through a depressing time. Like, I just distracted them from the bad and I helped them get through it. Other people have said, like, the way you are, the way you act, the way you respond to things in general. Like, the first example was, like, me being goofy. Like, I entertained people. I distracted them and I got them through a tough time, and now they're in a better place just in life, but I helped them get through the tough part. And that's very, like, I still can't believe that I am at that kind of level where I make other people's lives better. Like, I'm still in shock and denial, even though so many people have told me, like, you have to understand this, that, and the other thing. Like, it's so, like, I've said earlier that I'm jokingly conceited, like I say that I'm the best at something or I toot my own horn, but I don't mean it. I think I'm so average of a person. I don't think I'm anything special. Other people have told me completely differently. People told me I've gotten through a tough time. People told me that I've helped them break out of their shell, like the way I responded to a situation or said something about something else. Like, I kid you not, like 3 times, at least 3 times in the past 10 years, like, I've done some very silly things on webcam. I've been a little flamboyant, and it was something along the lines of, like, people thinking I was gay or something, which this is what it became. Literally was, I was like, no, I'm not, but if I was, would you think any less of me? Because you shouldn't. Like, sexual orientation should mean nothing to anybody. Like, who cares? And one time I said something along the lines of, and this is all old stuff, like it's all gone, like this was on freaking Ustream, like this was a long time ago. And none of this stuff should even be archived. Like, I don't believe any of it is. But there was a time where I was just like, yeah, if some straight guy hates you for being gay, it's not like he was the one you were trying to impress, you know? So people have straight up told me that I helped them be okay with who they are because I didn't care what people thought, and it helped them come out. And some people just became less shy. Some people came out the freaking closet, and I'm like, bruh, like, I helped you do that? Like, that's overwhelming. I can't fathom what you were going through before and how much different your life is, and the fact that I was the one to change it. Like, I still can't get over that to this day, that all those kind of things have happened. And it's even gone further than that, where I've done what I thought was the impossible, is talk people out of, like, this is going to be a very touchy subject, so I apologize. Like, the title of this video should just be Touchy Subjects. SSN, Touchy Subjects. Anyway. I'll put it this way. I'll be very blunt and vague. I've helped people not make very destructive decisions. Let's put it that way. Hurting themselves or others, or worse. And some of these people are even friends of mine. Like, I really don't want to get into specifics or say names, because that would, like, very much depreciate their privacy. But a lot of people might just think that I'm talking out my butt right now, but somehow I got to this topic, and now I'm kind of just going off on it, because it just means so much to me, you know? Like, the fact that I've changed people's lives for the better. People have changed my life for the better. Like, YouTube not only changed my life, but by extension changed other people's lives. So, yeah. at this point, I don't know where to take this conversation to myself, but yeah, guys, if you're like for some reason scared or antisocial or depressed, seek some sort of help. Like, I'm not saying you straight have to go like see a shrink or something, but find somebody. Someone will listen. Like, my mom is my freaking rock. I can tell her anything about anything, and it just is what it is. She will help me because she loves me beyond compare. Like, there are some things I can and can't go to my stepdad about. There's things I can and can't go to a friend about, or a cousin, or some other relative. Like, there are certain things that certain people will not be able to help you with. But there's two things. One, you technically don't know until you try. But then once you have tried and you know they're no good, you just have to find the one person, which a parent, a sibling, someone will always help you no matter what your situation is. They'll go out of their way. Somehow I became that person for some people. And I tell people all the time, like, if you have a problem, if for some reason you can't approach anyone about it, tell me. And sometimes, literally venting, just pouring it out, putting it on paper or on text, just by doing that, you've gotten it off your chest, and you just made it that much easier on yourself to do it. Like, you've had practice to put it in practice, basically. So, yeah, always do you. Like, do whatever makes you happy. Seek help to make what makes you happy happen. And I don't know how I even got this far. I don't know what the beginning of this episode was even talking about. Did I really, actually, now that I think about it, did I literally just go from talking about should I open a review channel, basically, to this? Topics have a very funny way of coming up. But somehow, everything's relative. Like, for me, from Let's Playing, okay, like, when I'm doing a blind LP of something, I'm really focused on the game. I'm trying to enjoy it, but like something like this where I'm literally just going through the grind and like I've already been here before. I know this game like the back of my hand for the most part. Like, I'm just at a rambling and ranting point, and somehow all these things, it's a chain of events. Like, you don't just go from talking about I like bananas more than oranges and then start saying I like a well-lit room compared to a dim-lit room because it's easier on my eyes. Like, with the exception of me talking about random topics, you do not just bounce from one topic to the next completely irrelevant. Like, everything has relevance in some way, shape, or form as you move down the list of things that you want to talk about. And this is just where I am and where I've come at this point. Why the third time I've LP'd Pokemon Fire Red, I just get so deep and emotional, just randomly. This is another one of those things I think I wouldn't be able to do on Goof Group because I think we'd be having too much fun just being goofy. Like, it happens sometimes, but not often. Like, this feels like it's been a back-to-back thing. And believe it or not, this is actually the second recording session that I've done for this game. Like, I recorded the first 3 episodes back-to-back, and then I took a break. I stopped, and now it's been a couple days later. Everything from episode 4 till now, whatever episode it even is. See, that's the thing. I don't even know what episode this is. I'm literally just stopping, picking up where I left off, and talking my freaking brains out. Part of me thinks that I should stop and try to record, try to edit and like actually get the hard part of this process done And then part of me is like, dude, are you an idiot? Like, you have stuff to say. Say it. Don't wait and have, like, the opportunity pass up and you either forget or you don't say it like it was originally thought. Like, is a random example, but like writing a song, like if you were to write a song or a poem or just like, if you were going to write anything, you're gonna at least do the brainstorming, and if the thoughts are racing, you're gonna write everything down. So that's what I'm doing right now. Is like, why would I stop? And this is the kind of thing where, oh, freaking Snorlax. This is the kind of thing that normally I would have sped up, but I just had so much to say, and by the end of this, I'm gonna have to fight my rival again, and I would have been worried about the rival, and I wouldn't have been talking about all this. So I'm glad that I didn't speed this up, and I'm actually just talking through it. This also could be the result of me not recording by myself for well over a year. Because I've either been streaming and I've been interacting with viewers directly, or talking with friends, just chilling, doing whatever, being very laid back. I mean, yeah, technically I'm still kind of laid back. I'm just sitting in my freaking chair staring at a screen. Like, I've been leaning back, leaning forward. Hopefully that hasn't been all picked up from the mic, because I've been using a new mic with a nice little a stand and everything, XLR cable, sound mixer. It's a whole good thing. I've slightly downgraded / upgraded from the Blue Yeti. It's kind of a weird thing, but anyway, yeah, my point is, I wouldn't have been able to talk about all this had I just sped this up or stopped recording and come back to it later. And I think I wouldn't have been able to do all this had I not recorded in so long by myself, because, like, when I record with Goof Group at all, doesn't matter which one I'm recording with, our first focus is the game, and then something will happen that'll trigger a thought. Or one of us will say something that'll be like, oh, that reminds me. And we'll sit there and talk about something. Like for Ocarina of Time, me and Kyle were talking about the first time I ever played Ocarina of Time, and that Goof Group was almost destiny, because Kyle was actually the 4th person that was added to Goof Group. First it was me and Javi, then Alex joined and we became a trio, but before we even started recording, I got Kyle on board. And once I got Kyle on board, we almost immediately started recording Ocarina of Time 3D, and we told the story about when we first met. Like, one of the first things we did was play Ocarina of Time on the Nintendo 64, and like I had only recently gotten an N64 from my neighbor who I bought it off from, and I didn't have too many games, whereas he had a ton. And I was like, oh yeah, Zelda, like I never played a Zelda game, which one should I play? And he was like, definitely Ocarina of Time. Like, Majora's Mask is a sequel, and you don't really need to play Ocarina of Time to understand it, but Ocarina of Time is my, like, favorite Zelda game, with the exception of Link to the Past, which was a Super Nintendo game, which wasn't the point. We were looking for N64 games. So, one of the first games we ever played together at all was Ocarina of Time. Another game that we played together was Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, literally one of us would sit there and play while the other was just sitting there enjoying and watching. Sometimes we'd pass off to the other person. Sometimes we'd be playing the game at the same time at each other's houses on the phone or something. Be like, hey, where you at? This is what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. Or why don't you try this? Like, we were doing what Goof Group ended up being back then. Me and Javi got the idea when we were playing frickin' Brawl, like, why weren't we recording this? And this was, like, I was thinking for my own channel, like, why didn't I record this? And then part of me was like, I mean, something like this, I would kind of want to be, like, by itself or easy to find. And then the idea for a group channel with group efforts came up. And at this point, we've even discussed, like, for the sake of consistency and, like, doing what we want to do, sometimes we might want to do an LP by ourselves and just upload it to the channel by ourselves, which we haven't done yet. But the ideas definitely come up. And all three of them, Kyle, Alex, and Javi, have all had ideas of games that they might want to do, even if it's a one-off, of them like just by themselves. We just haven't gotten around to actually doing it because we've all been busy with this, that, and the other thing. But the only person who wouldn't do that would be me, because I've got this channel. And then immediately I started thinking, wow, why haven't I been recording by myself? And then I kind of lost the drive. Like, I didn't want to record by myself because I couldn't get the motivation. Like, part of me was like, what do I do? Like, there's been a very dry season of games. Like, 2016 was awful for gaming. Sure, there was some great games that came out. Freaking Doom, Overwatch, we can go on. But nothing that I really did. Like, Doom? Alex and Kyle played Doom on Goof Group. That was one of the first LPs we did. I say one of the first, but like, they literally got in my room with my equipment. I left the room and I was either on Twitter or editing videos on my laptop while they were recording. And like, Doom went on. Like, I've wanted to play Overwatch with people, but I don't have the time to just connect with people and start playing just randomly, because I will get addicted. At one point I got addicted to League of Legends, where I would just play non-stop and I wouldn't do anything else. I need that to never happen again, which is why I've turned down playing League with so many of my friends. Friggin' Sammy, Lexi, Aiden, like, so many people want to play League with me and I refuse. Because I know that it'll distract me and I will get way too addicted. We'll play till freaking 7 o'clock in the morning and like, just not good. It's not good for me. And then part of me was like, well, why don't I just start streaming that? And then I found out most of my audience either dislikes or hates League of Legends, and they just kind of tolerate it because I'm the one streaming and they want to interact with me, which, thank you for putting up with something you hate just because you love me that much. Like, that's a crazy amount of love if you're willing to deal with something you hate that much. But yeah, going back to it, like, just recording by myself, I was like, what do I want to do? Well, definitely I want to do Kingdom Hearts. And then all of a sudden 1.5, 2.5 get announced. So I'm like, all right, cool. I can finally do like the highest quality of all the games. I could redo Kingdom Hearts 1 and Rechanted Memories, which I didn't think the quality was that good the first time. Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix and Birth by Sleep Final Mix are probably two of my more favorite LPs. Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, definitely up there. Yokai Watch is up there, and I kind of wanted to do Yokai Watch stuff, but there's only a couple games. Like, there's not enough to sustain that much. So that's really what I started thinking about. What can sustain me? What can I do consistently that I love, that my audience loves? And the two things that came to mind was Kingdom Hearts for one, and then where did I start? I started with Diamond and Pearl Let's Plays on my old channel, followed by Fire Red, and then, like, I've done a lot of Pokemon stuff on my channel, and all of the Pokemon stuff I do seems to be, like, a hit with the people that actually watch me. So, I was like, you know what? Let's do Pokemon and Kingdom Hearts. Those will be the sustainables, and then everything else will just be what I'm interested in, and it'll be extra. I won't switch to it. Switch, Nintendo Switch, anyway. Like, I won't switch to that. I'll just have extras. Yes, I'll be putting much more work and stress on myself, but as long as I'm enjoying it, I'll do whatever work I need to do what I gotta do. You know, that's the way I look at it. And it's not gonna be constant, because think about it, like when the Switch comes out and I want to do so much Switch stuff, Bomberman and Zelda, those are like the launch things that I want to do. Bomberman with viewers, Zelda with either myself or Goof Group. Like, we'll see what happens when it happens. But I do want to cover the game. Not sure exactly how I want to cover it, but I do want to cover the game. So that's going to be a thing. Then once Zelda is done, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is going to come out. I want to start playing with viewers on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I want to try to go through all the Grand Prix and stuff. Splatoon 2, I'm sure there's probably going to be a campaign mode for that as well. but like it's all gonna be like launch stuff without overloading, because there's just the right amount of gap between everything. Like every Switch title is about 3 to 6 weeks apart from each other, at least until you get through summer. Like once Splatoon 2 comes out, we don't know exactly when things are coming out. We know Super Mario Odyssey should be coming out by holidays, but part of me thinks holiday means like November. Like they might release that somewhat early. Like they may say, hey, let's not wait till Christmas. Let's start selling this now. Let's start selling this before Black Friday, so that it shows up for Black Friday. Then we got holidays as well. Like there might be a Nintendo decision that just goes, hey, wow, we need to sell a lot of these. Let's go. So you got just enough gaps to give me just one extra thing to do at all times. Then Goof Group, we're doing whatever the heck we want, new or old, don't matter. So it took me a long time to get some kind of drive and figure out what am I gonna do? How am I gonna do it? And now I'm what, freaking maybe 7, 8, 9 episodes even into Pokemon Fire Red, and I haven't shut up yet. Like I still have new things to talk about that are completely irrelevant to the game, which in my opinion is really what a Let's Play should be like. Anyway, bonjour, Jean. Is what I think a game should be like, not talking about the game. Start talking about the game immediately. How's your Pokedex coming? 40 kinds. He has caught 40 kinds of Pokemon, and how many is he using? A 4. Good job. Anyway, Pidgeotto first up, hardly any stronger than it was before. I wish I had started with Mankey. Sun Wukong could use Rock Tomb, and this would have been way easier. You're only gonna use Tackle? That would have been funny if it had used Quick Attack and got if it had used Tackle and got poisoned and then just died, or Quick Attack and the same thing. I don't know. Anyway, Kadabra, you're gonna die in one hit now. Good thing the confusion didn't kick in yet. I love Thrash. It's a good move. Now I'm about to be confused though. But yeah, anyway, like, I like just talking and getting my thoughts out and like having a discussion, whether people agree or disagree, or if they're just like, yeah, okay. Your background noise while I do homework because I just need something to listen to. Like, I don't care why you're here. You're here. And that's enough for me. So I'm just gonna play through this game. At some point I might talk about the game more often than not, but for now I just still have things to say. Oh, and now I'm confused due to fatigue. Huh. Oh. And hi, Eradicate. This is gonna be the last time I ever see you. At least on John's team. And there you go. Defeated rival John. At least you're raising your Pokemon. Yeah. All 3 of them. I heard there was a cut master on board, but he's just a seasick old man. That's what we came here for. We didn't necessarily come here to have me ramble about everything all the time. But we're here to get cut so that we can move on to the next area. Ugh, shouldn't have looked. Oh, but this chair is so comfortable. How to Conquer Seasickness. The captain's reading this. Replace the book with a game. And this is basically me right now. And I'm enjoying it. And a microphone. And apparently a little rub gets rid of seasickness. I wonder what else that helps with. Alright, I'm gonna have to withdraw somebody. I don't know who. Who do I withdraw? Wait, seriously, who do I withdraw? Do I have a Rattata right now? I don't even know if I have a Rattata right now. But I'm actually at the point where my voice is clearly starting to crack because of how much I'm talking. was saying I got some water right here. One moment, please. Ah, delicious. There we go. And with that, the long, touchy subject SSN episode is basically done. I am going to have to go heal and withdraw a Pokemon. So, let me find someone that can use Cut. But yeah, geez, just like... I'm really glad that I started doing all this again. Like... Oh, and there's my Rattata. Rat. I forgot. Like, I forgot how fun this was. Just doing it by myself with nothing but just the game and a mic. Like, no chat, no friends. That would have sounded so wrong the way I was about to say it, but like, no one here. Literally just me and my thoughts, and then who's gonna listen to it will come after. I don't have to worry about anything right now except what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, and then go with it. I'm enjoying this. I really am. I hope you guys are too. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. Until then, bye.